Hey guys, it's Ted with Oaxray, and today we're going to talk about a payment service which will pay you every single day from your Amazon payment, so you won't have to wait 14 days, and I'll tell you what I think about it. So I actually got a question about something called payability the other day. Payability is a service, essentially, instead of getting a payout every 14 days, which is the Amazon standard, they essentially send you the money ahead of time. So for instance, today, let's say I made $5,000 into my Amazon account. They pay me that $5,000 today. And then tomorrow when I make $3,000, they will pay that to me tomorrow. So that I get payouts every single day instead of having to wait 14 days until the end of an Amazon pay period. Now, there's a few things about the site I want to go over. First, you have to have a 90-day sales history on Amazon, and that's essentially what they're doing is they're looking at your sales history and they're establishing that you sell every single month, that your account's in good standing, and then they will start giving you these loans. What they are really is they're loans against the money that's in your Amazon account. Now, I've looked at this and I'm unable to actually find out what happens if your account gets suspended or somehow they don't get their payment on time. But just from the initial feel of this site and what you actually get, it's going to be very, very expensive money to borrow. So let's go over here with your instant access price estimator here, and I want to use an easy number, so I'm going to click over here to $100,000 is your monthly payout, and your fee is going to be $2,000 for a $100,000 monthly payout. So that means you're paying 2% on the money that you are receiving. Now, your payout cycle is every 14 days, so that means your 2% is not going to be 2% per month. It's actually going to be 2% per 14 days. But whenever we look a little closer, we notice that they're advancing you your money every single day. So the first day advanced money is on a 14-day loan. And the last day that they advance your money on, the 14th day, is a 0-day loan. So whenever you actually average out every single day, you actually end up with a 7-day loan. So they're essentially, on average, they're loaning you money for 7 days. And they're charging you 2% for that 7-day cash loan. So I actually love the idea of payability, but whenever I actually look at the numbers, it seems like it is a huge cost to an average buyer. And I'm coming up with that just by the numbers that they're giving us. If your payouts are $100,000, they're charging you 2% on that $100,000 from what I can read. So that means you're paying $2,000 if you generate $100,000 in revenue. And what that really means is, on average throughout the month, you're only actually borrowing $25,000 for the entire month. So just to kind of put that in numbers for you, or in math for you, so I'm just going to go to a Google spreadsheet and I will explain this simply to you. The first day that you borrow in your pay period, let's just say you borrow $5,000. The next day you borrow $5,000, and we go out to 14 days. Day one, they're only loaning you $5,000, 2, $10,000, 3, $15,000, and then on average, you're gonna have a loan out of $25,000, and they're charging you $2,000 to borrow $25,000 for the week. So that is where these numbers really don't add up to me. It's actually costing you like 8% of your actual, what you're actually holding of their money at any one given time. So 8% per month, you multiply that out by 12, and we're talking about an interest rate of 96% per year on your money. And it's your money anyways. You're going to get paid for it. It's a pretty secure loan because they know that Amazon is going to pay them, or Facebook, or whatever it is that you work with. They work with actually a whole bunch of different companies. So they're pretty secure that they're going to get paid, but they're charging you a lot. If you actually took out a loan of $50,000 at a rate of 18% per year, we're only talking about $750 in charges on a $50,000 loan that you can take out. I guess the benefit of payable is if you cannot qualify for one of these loans, even a high interest rate at 18% would be better, would be actually less than half of what a company like Payability is charging you. You're actually better off with the 18% loan than you are with this Payability loan. So I would take that into account before I go with any of these companies. You have to actually break it down week by week and figure out what your actual interest rate is on your money. And this thing is just so expensive that I cannot get behind anyone signing up for it unless you are really hurting. And even if that is the case, you have to remember, if Amazon suspends you and they don't get paid, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of things that you're going to have to look into on what happens when they don't get paid on time, when Payability does not get paid on time. Everyone who's seeing this pop up in your newsfeed, take a look at the fees, see what you can do on your own, because this thing sounds very expensive for an Amazon seller. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day and make some money using Oaxray. Please like and subscribe. And if you have a question about Amazon, put a comment down below and I'll make a video about it as soon as I can.